From time to time, friends will decide to hang out at one of their houses and just have some fun. Most of the time, even if they choose to do some scary activities, it does not really get that intense. However, there are times when these scary activities actually become very scary. Sometimes some paranormal activity will happen, and it mostly leaves them scared out of their skin. Today we will look at some of the casual get-togethers that ended up being the scariest nights ever. Beware, it gets scarier by the minute. Who moved the glass? This was just supposed to be a regular get-together, with nothing much but chilling and some games among friends. However, something happened, and I'm pretty sure they were never the same again. It was as if a horror movie had come to life. The host of this small get-together had just gotten a new camera, and she really wanted to show it off to her friends. Because of this, she made sure that she was recording every moment of their little get-together when they got there. From the video, we can see that she recorded everything, from the moment they arrived through the door, all the way to them talking about their own things and all that. When we fast forward, we see them still talking, and they decide to play a game. The game that they chose to play was Ouija, and they decided to make their own board for this. They placed a piece of paper on the table, and then put an upside-down glass on it. We see them making their own makeshift board, and they even set the camera so it can record the entire activity from a better angle. However, they were in for a very big surprise. Shortly after they started, they all seemed to place their hands on the glass, and it was as though the glass had moved slightly. When they all ask about it, it turns out that one of them had moved the glass to prank them. They all move from the table, and this is when we see that they are not really alone. Shortly after they left, arguing about whether or not it was a joke, the glass moved to the edge of the paper. It moves all on its own, and they seem to notice it. When they return to the table, the glass seems to move once more, and the lights just go out. There's no footage after this, so we cannot really know what happened here. All we can tell is that the glass moved on its own. Could they have summoned a ghost from the other side of the world? Well, we'll never really know. Who's there? This came from two guys who were just chilling until something that was definitely out of this world happened. This video was recorded inside a friend's house. For years, there were reports of multiple paranormal activities, the main one being the sound of footsteps from the floor above. From time to time, the owners of this house, including this guy, would also see things moving on their own. So one day, these two friends were just relaxing and watching a movie, when weird things started happening. After the first few occurrences, the friend who was visiting decided that he would record everything. For the friend who was recording, this was the very first time that he was here, and he had just met the owner of this house. The first thing that was captured was the chandelier in the kitchen swinging all alone. They literally paused the movie so that they could investigate the weird occurrence. However, it seems the host was not that surprised at what was happening. From the video, we can tell that the host's friend was terrified. However, that was not the end of the paranormal activity. Shortly after, the two heard a weird sound coming from the upper floor. Out of curiosity, they went up the stairs to investigate. As they go up the stairs, they realize it is coming from the host's room. So, filled with curiosity about what that sound was, they head up to the host's room. However, when they got there, there was no one in the room. They spend a few minutes in this room trying to figure out where the sound came from. But then things take another turn. The friend recording then updates on the situation and calls this the haunted house report. And it was definitely not the cat. They eventually choose to leave this room. And just as they're about to go down the stairs, the friend asks what the other room is. The host casually replies that it is the guest room and that they rarely use it. However, he was about to discover something that would startle him. Upon entering the room, the lights were on. The host then pointed out that apart from not using it, the lights are never on. Not only that, but the closet door was also open, but it was always closed. After minutes of staring at the open closet door, they also found that there was no one there. Since there was no one in any of the rooms and they did not find the source of the footsteps, they then decided to head down the stairs and back to the living room. However, just as they got to the bottom of the stairs, they heard something coming from the top floor. They then head up the stairs again, but a little more silently this time. They hear the footsteps getting louder and clearer as they get to the top floor. At this point, as they got closer to the rooms, they discovered that the weird footsteps were coming from the guest room. The footsteps could be heard as though someone was walking around the room. Suddenly, there was some sort of bang, and this startled even the cat, which was near the door to the guest room at this point. The bang is heard once more, and this startles the two guys. However, when they finally decide to open the door, there was no one there. However, this time round, the closet door was closed. The sounds have been speculated to be like those of a woman walking in high heels. Others have said that it sounds more like an animal's hooves. However, we will never really find out what that sound was, or what causes those sounds from time to time. All we can say is that it was something unusual, like paranormal activity. What do you think of these moments? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below. Also, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more spooky videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.